the Aylsworth Altare shaving brush handle with a G5C synthetic knot, and the Aylsworth Apex aluminum safety razor, both finally together for a shave, coming up next. Hi YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere, it's Mark at Georgetoon.com. I'm back with another video. Great to see you again. Thanks so much for stopping by and sharing your time with me. Love getting together with you and talking all things traditional wet shave. Well, we're going to have a shave with the Aylsworth Altare shaving brush with a G5C synthetic knot and the Aylsworth Apex aluminum safety razor. Both of these came courtesy of viewer David Dart. David, thank you very, very much. Now, here's the background story on this. David very kindly and generously sent the razor, and he also sent the Altare shaving brush handle. We learned how to install a knot in a shaving brush handle. So thank you very, very much, David, for the inspiration to do that. Learned quite a bit. We did a video on this. We'll link it below. Check it out. We also fixed the knot into a shaving brush handle that viewer Chris Bodrab very kindly and generously sent to the channel. So we did two brushes at once, and it was a lot of fun and very easy to do. So don't be intimidated. It really is very, very easy if you know how. And I hope the video is one that that you'll find to be very instructive in how to do it. So now that we have the complete shaving brush and the safety razor together, we're going to have a shave and see how this shaving brush builds a lather. Now we're going to use the Shave Nation shaving bowl right here. This came courtesy of viewer Bill Murphy and Connie Murphy. Bill and Connie Murphy, thank you very, very much. It has a smooth interior. I chose this on purpose because I want to see how this brush works without any resistance. I want to see how it builds a lather in a smooth bowl. So that's why we're using that bowl there. And we're going to use, courtesy of viewer Greg Pisante, Caswell Massey shaving cream. Boy, this is a great scent. Oh, that's marvelous. Yeah, this is really, really a good one. So we'll just scoop some lather in there, and we will build a lather that way. Next time we use the brush, we're going to do a brush load into a tub or a puck of shave soap and see how the brush performs that way. But this time around, I want to just use a shaving cream with no actual brush load from a shave soap, so to speak. So, something a little different to try to see how this knot and brush handle works. This is really a terrific brush handle. I can tell you right now, just by holding it, it feels great in the hand. These, I guess you could say, these little pockets right here at the base of the handle, they really do aid in the grip when you're holding this. They kind of fit in between your fingers very, very nicely. And this lip here really also aids in the grip too. You can get a really nice grip on this lip right here, or this ledge that goes around the neck of the aluminum brush handle. It just feels great in the hand, and of course it looks great. And just the flared base and this ledge or lip, so to speak, and the way the knot was seated in there to the proper depth. Right now it feels great in the hand. Again, these little pockets or these little cutaways, the base of the handle here, your fingers just kind of fall so naturally into those areas to really provide a nice grip. So I'm really looking forward to building a lather with this. So we're also going to use, obviously, the Apex aluminum safety razor. This is a good one. And we're going to use a Tiger Platinum razor blade. My thanks to viewer Aaron Watson for very kindly sending these blades to the channel. Thank you again, Aaron. Really, really do appreciate it. And we're going to do a pre-shave wash and that sort of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some hot water, put some hot water in the bowl, and then also soak this brush a little bit. And we'll be building a lather. I'm going to do my pre-shave wash. So we're going to take care of all that, and I'll see you on the other side to start building this lather. So hang in there with me. Okay, I did my pre-shave wash. I also have my pre-shave lather in place. We're going to go ahead and take this hot water and dump it out of the bowl. And we're going to get some of this Caswell Massey right here. Boy, some great scent. My thanks again to Greg Passanti for very kindly sending this one along to the channel. It's really terrific. And we're going to get, you know what, I can't remember how much. So that's another reason why we're using the shave cream to see, you know, if I have too little, see if the brush can, you know, build a little more lather from having too little. So we're going to get that much right there. This scoop came from the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup last year. So thanks again to James German for putting on a great Wet Shavers Meetup last fall. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. Put it right there like that. Here's the brush. Here's the star of the show right here. We're going to give it a good ring, okay? And then we're going to add water as we go. And I want to put the lid back on the tub. There, okay. All right, here we go. There it is right there. I got a little bit of water in that little pocket on the bottom. I'm going to use that. That's why I luckily gave the brush a good ring. All right, we're going to need some water. Okay, we're going to need some water. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, I really was generous with the water there. Okay, maybe too generous. I don't know. We'll see. And if I need to freshen up the pre-shave lather, I'll do that. Okay, here we go. I've got the cream is in the bristles there, and it looks like it's doing a good job of building a lather. This knot is really nice. As far as building a lather here, you can kind of see it's really building it. And I'm not adding any water. I'm using the water that I just added, which was a pretty generous amount, and I'm getting a really nice lather here. I'm starting to get more volume, more density, more body. This G5C is a good knot, man. And it has some nice loft to it as well. It's a 26 millimeter, as I recall, but it's got a nice loft. Look at how much I'm getting here, and I didn't have to add any additional water. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, that's fabulous. Look what I got there. You know what? I think I'm there. Boom, lather. Check that out. I am going to put a little bit of water on my face to smooth out and moisten the pre-shave lather. I use the Sterling Soap Company's pre-shave soap. You know what? Here, I'm just going to put a little bit on my hands and then add a little more to it. Okay, here we go. Just put a little bit on my hands. All right, there we go. That's got it. By the way, I have 2 days worth of beard growth. Just so you know. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, here we go. Look at that lather. That's a nice lather. Wow, that's terrific. And I love this scent. This is Caswell Massey. I think this is number 6. Is this number 6? Yeah. Number 6. Boy, this is a good one. Thank you to Greg Passanti. Boy, that's terrific. A nice lather, and I think maybe next time around I'll get a little more cream. But you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I think I got the right amount. I'm just scraping this brush out here, and I'm getting some nice flow through. And just look at that right there. Look at that. Look at those peaks. And I'm just able to layer that on top of what I already have painted on my face, my beard. And again, 2 days worth of beard growth. I want some good coverage, and I'm getting some good coverage. So that's why I'm kind of doing a double take, and I'm forgetting that I have 2 days worth of beard growth. So, you know, the grass is a little taller, right? Okay, that's great. All right. So let's go ahead and load up this razor. This is a fantastic razor. Man, Great clamping. And I like the fact that it has a countersink in the base plate here. Countersink in the base plate, see that? And this O-ring fits in perfectly there. Really, really nice. It is a tab and slot configuration, and it's a solid base plate, so the tabs don't go all the way through. That's terrific. Okay, so here we go with the blade here, the Tiger Platinum blades. All right, these are double wrapped. $8 for 100 of these. So my thanks to Aaron Watson for very kindly sending these along to the channel and allowing me to share these with all the viewers. It's been a very good blade. Okay, here you go. Right here. Tiger. Okay, can you see that? And here's the cap. That. Like that. Here's the base plate. Oh, that fits on there so nicely. Here's that O-ring. Okay, that buffer ring fits right in that little pocket there, that little countersink. And here's the handle. And everything just lines up beautifully. And look at that. Balance and alignment, spot on. End tabs of the blade are enclosed in the razor head. We're going to heat this up under some hot water. Nice, stable lather while we were chatting and loading the blade. Yeah, this was the right amount of shaving cream, I think. Yeah. All right, here we go. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Oh, that's marvelous. And you know what? The lather is moving out of the way fairly well from the blade to allow me to continue shaving, even though I took several swipes there. Boy, this is smooth. Good, positive blade feel. Very, very smooth. It is a milder razor. It seems that if you find the angle, you let this cap guide you a little bit. Seems to find the proper angle of approach. All right, first pass done. Let's rinse. It was a good first pass, but I'm not quite in socially acceptable shave territory. I'm getting close, but I'm not quite there. Again, 2 days worth of beard growth, and the Apex aluminum razor is a nice, mild razor with some good efficiency. So I didn't expect to get a lot of the beard taken down on that first pass. Again, the traditional wet shave, you take your beard down in stages. So that's to be expected. And I like using mild razors because I get to do 2 to 3 passes and I get a really nice result. But you take it down a little bit at a time. That's the whole key. And look at this marvelous lather I have here. And the knot is very soft and allows me to paint this on. And I don't have to have as much of a coating because I've removed a lot of that whisker already. Usually 2 passes and I'm done. And I can get into upper darn fine shave approaching BBS. And look at what I have here. I mean, marvelous, marvelous shaving brush. And again, this handle, the handle falls naturally into your hand, and those cutouts on that base, they just find your fingers just find the areas just to kind of fall into those grooves or those crevices, and allows you to get a really, really nice secure grip. Now my index finger here is on top of that ledge or lip, and boy, that really gives a nice stable grip of it to where I can, guide the brush around very, very easily. It's, you're on autopilot when you're holding this brush. There's no doubt about it. You are on autopilot. That's great. All right. Marvelous, marvelous. And I also love how the handle flares out. It flares out. And again, it just falls into your hand so naturally. And you get a really, really good grip. Even though it's smooth, these cutouts here, they just fall right into your fingers, or your fingers fall right into them. It's marvelous, a marvelous design. Really, really terrific. All right, we're going to go with pass number 2. We're going to go east to west across the grade. And again, the cap really helps you find that correct angle of approach. Really nice. You can go on autopilot with this razor. Boy, that's terrific. Wow, great residual slickness from Caswell Massey. And the number 6 scent is really nice. Very refined, very gentlemanly, aristocratic in some ways, yeah. Had a lot of growth there on the chin, making sure I'm knocking that down. And the number 6 from Caswell Massey, giving me some nice residual slickness there. Again, some great residual slickness to allow me to do a little buffing on the lower lip there, and did a nice job of getting underneath the nostrils. This razor is so nice and mild. You're on autopilot. I dare say just about any razor blade is going to work great in this razor. It's terrific. And the Tiger blades are good, but I'm looking forward to using the Gillette Swedes and the Rex Supply blades, and the Super Iridium blades, and the Personas, and the Wilkinson swords. Yeah, those are all great. They're going to be great in this razor. All right, second pass down. Let's rinse. Yeah, this shave is done. This shave is done. I want to move the video along too, but this shave is done. I'm in upper darn fine shave territory. And a third pass will definitely put me in solid BBS. I want to move it along, but I also want to show you also how much lather we have left over. And I got quite a bit for a third pass, as you'll see. But we're going to go ahead and do our final rinse routine. Warm water rinse, cold water rinse, and then I'll see you on the other side for the alum block, so hang in there with me. Marvelous, marvelous rinse routine. Great cold water rinse. Clean, fresh towel. Whoa! Stay there. Let's get that around the other side. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Clean, fresh towel waiting for me right here. Wow, that's a great shape. The post-shave feel of Caswell Massey's number 6 is phenomenal. You know what? I could run out the door right now and not have to do any post-shave. I really could. I mean, it's that good. It really is very, very good. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the Sterling Soap Company's Alum block, and we're going to see what kind of feedback we get. Again, this Apex razor is wonderful. My thanks to David Dart for both the Apex razor and the Altare shaving brush handle. Fantastic. All right, here we go. What a great shave. I mean, there's a glow there. It's marvelous. Wow. I kind of sort of don't want to do the Alum block. The shave is done. This is good stuff. Thank you to Greg Passante for the Caswell Massey number 6. This is good stuff. Wow. All right, here we go. Well, that's smooth as an ice cube. There's no stinging. There's no zinging. There's some nice bracing there. That's a nice shave. Wow. That's terrific. Man, is that nice. Wow, that is really, really good. And I think, retrospect, I probably may have used too much cream, and I probably could have spent a little more time building a lather, to be perfectly honest with you. The brush did a great job, but I think that the brush really made up for my lack of a proper cream to water ratio. Let me put it that way. I think I probably had too much cream, which is why I had to add a little more water. Had I backed off on the cream, I think the original amount of water would have been fine. Now I've got this much right here. Believe it or not, what I have here is enough for a third pass. No kidding. And look at this. Look at that peak there. And I don't know if I splashed any in the bowl while I was rinsing. I don't think so. But even if I did, this brush just look at that. Man, that is great. That is really, really great. And here's the thing. This brush did such a great job in building a lather, a smooth surfaced lathering bowl. This brush did all the work, and it did great. And I also think that in using a shaving cream, probably didn't, even though I used a little more shaving cream, probably would have used much more shaving soap from the brush loads that I do, which is why, another reason why I wanted to use a shaving cream. I want to kind of just cut back a little bit to see how the brush would perform with a little less soap or cream in the knot, and it did a great job. The G5C is marvelous, and again, this handle feels so great in the hand, even though it's smooth. These channels that are cut in this brush, again, your fingers fall so naturally into those notches or those grooves or those channels, however you want to describe them, to afford a really, really good grip, and your index finger just naturally lays over that lip, that ledge, and you get a really, really nice grip. No wonder David Dart likes these shaving brushes so much. He has 3 of them. Yeah, this was a great shaving brush, and the Apex aluminum safety razor, mild, smooth, efficient. Now, you know, the second pass is usually my money pass, and again, this is darn fine. We're in upper darn fine shave territory, approaching BBS. Probably 20 minutes after I'm done with the shave, the excess moisture will be thrown off of the whisker, and it'll retract a little bit, and it's going to be a BBS finish. I could have done a third pass with this very comfortably. This is a 2 to 3 pass razor for me. Really terrific. I like this a lot. Again, another great handle that affords a really, really wonderful grip. You got all these nice channels in here, cut in there with something of a barber pole design wrapped around it. So you get a really, really nice grip. And looking forward to using other blades with this. An aluminum razor, lightweight and maneuverable, but the razor does all the work. Really, really remarkable. All right, we're going to go ahead and finish it off with some aftershave splash. I'm going to use my go-to because I don't happen to have the number 6 aftershave splash, We're going to go with Avon Wild Country. It'll complement this scent. It's not the same, but it'll complement it. It'll help finish off the shave correctly. Or nicely. Finish it off nicely. All right, here we go. A little bit of Jimmy V method here. Let that alcohol evaporate a little bit and slap on the good stuff. Here we go. Oh, I love that. Wild Country. That's a favorite in the shave den. Wow. That's great. It's just a great all-around aftershave, just about for any shaving cream or shave soap that you have and you don't have a companion aftershave splash. This will finish it off nicely. Might not be the same scent, but it'll complement it nicely. Great, great shave. My thanks to David Dart once again for this absolutely beautiful shaving brush, the Altare, the Aylsworth Altare. And just wonderful. One of the G5C knot is the knot you want to have in this shaving brush. And a big, big thank you for the Aylsworth Apex aluminum safety razor. Boy, is this a good one. Smooth, efficient, comfortable, just a really, really nice, comfortable close shave with the Aylsworth Apex aluminum razor. The Tiger blade did a fine job. I'm looking forward to using other razor blades in it. And just all in all, a great, great shave. My thanks to David Dart for making it all possible. David, thank you again very, very much. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so to get, you know what? Wait a minute, we're going to stop. I'm going to clean this knot. We're going to do that. We're going to clean the knot. Let's clean the knot. And let's see what it looks like. Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to do that. Okay, look, I'm just running it into the water, and I'm just massaging the soap out of it like this. All right, and we're almost there. And I'll show you what this looks like. All right, now I'm going to give it a couple of vigorous shakes like this. And again, this handle, you can get a really good hold of it and do that, and not fear having it slip out of your hand. Look at that. Look at that, huh? Oh, that's marvelous. A great knot and a great shaving brush handle. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZeraidy, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in this snap very easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you again real soon.